stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. On sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this whip. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, he can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made of whales in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this whip. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night. 100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this whip. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. We think we have quite a battle in store. The winner onto the NFC title game. And off we go here in the divisional round. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop the throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's dropped off for Walker. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up first and goal.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nevis good on the extra point. And the Seahawks are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first and 10. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On first down, here's McCarthy. We'll get this complete. It's Addison again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. They get 18 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Mitchell. And he's going to pick up the Vikings 1st down as they get 4 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. It's up and good. And the Vikings come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Here's a handoff to Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. One quarter down in this. Second and 7. Now, faking the give. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's into the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. Quick throw, taken in. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
It just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They face second down and 7. Up the middle they go. And they'll get this across midfield. He's brought down following a pickup of 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They convert with a gain of 15.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll put Addison in motion. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And that one incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
They'll put Addison in motion. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. And he's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Will Reichert down on for the extra point. His kick is good. The Vikings will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get about 5. On second down, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Throwing now on first and 10. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Try again. It's second and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown Seahawks. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it up. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient. but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple of possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down?
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Tight end going in motion here. To the air once more is McCarthy. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And let's give him about 4 on that one. Byron Murphy there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Seahawks going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Man, it's A.J. Brown brings it in. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards.
And, Mike, I think as they try to find themselves clawing back in this game, they're going to have to make a concentrated effort here in the second half to continue to get him involved. Give him opportunities in space with the ball in his hand, and chances are, when he has it,
that is intercepted. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Seattle. Extra point try, 4th cup. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Man in motion is Brown. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
what a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be second down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple.
That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Walker. Yeah. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
They'll look to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. He is in. Touchdown, Seahawks. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Seahawks are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And the Seahawks have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield. One. At the end of the 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The run up the middle. It's Walker. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the 1st down.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike. That's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That's to the outside. He's got Jefferson.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now a give up the middle, and they've got it. Going to pick up the 1st down there, right around midfield. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff, running right. Down the sideline, past the 40. A pickup there of 13. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the 1st down before being forced out of bounds. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. In trouble, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker, the former first overall pick, in there for the sack. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll try to run. And this is not going to get it done. Not even close to picking up the first down. And they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's McCaffrey. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. Punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. He'll take the snap and go down to a knee.
Still no pressure. And God I breathe. Just what they need to tell no lies. I'm still up top, I still can't drop what they not. Good. Last time was full of his slaps, I just gotta run it back. You like the way it went down. After all those I put it into a beast. This step right here, they give me
So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They are able to do something that not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, got a date next Sunday.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote.